Layla met a guy through Facebook who liked to trick innocent girls. Because Layla lives without guidance from her busy parents, she accepted the man's invitation to go with him by train to visit his sick mother in a far province. After he told her that the old woman wanted to meet her to bless his engagement to her. Layla got on the train and sat next to the young man, and by coincidence, two religious brothers who knew him and were his neighbors sat in front of them. The young man got uncomfortable with the brothers' stares and tried to recall when and where he saw those faces. Layla was also uncomfortable under their watchful gaze. After a while, the young man began to speak and said to Layla, "My mother will be very happy to see you, and you will love our house. A month from now, we will definitely get married." He then made an excuse to go and see a friend in another carriage. In reality, he was going to smoke a few cigarettes, as he had lied and told her he was a religious man who avoided all vices and did not want her finding out the truth. The moment he left, the older brother addressed Layla politely and said, "I am sorry for the intrusion, sister, but I can see on your face that you are a kind-hearted, pure-souled woman. The man who was sitting next to you is our neighbor, and his mother had died years ago. He has no house, and he had sold the one he inherited from his father to spend his savings on drugs and women. His current hobby is tricking good women like yourself, and because you are dear to Allah, He sent us to see you and warn you from his cunning scheme. I pray to Allah that today will mark a new beginning for you, where you follow Allah's words and do as He tells us to. Switching from these clothes that do not fit your image as a Muslim woman to loose-fitted clothes and a hijab that would make Allah and His Prophet proud." Layla was shocked upon hearing this, and tears fell from her eyes as she replied, "I believe all what you told me, as my friend had tried to warn me, but I thought she was lying to me to get him for herself. I swear to Allah, this morning I prayed Fajr and prayed to Allah before leaving my house to protect me under His watch." The older brother spoke again. "The Prophet, Allah's blessings and peace be upon him, has said in a prophetic tale, when anyone offers the Fajr prayer in congregation, he is in the protection of Allah, as in if you pray Fajr, Allah will protect you, and anyone who tries to bring you harm will face His wrath and end up in hell. Your prayers have saved you from a certain doom." To this Layla answered, "Thank Allah for answering my plea and made you to save me. It is His will that saved me despite my ignorance and sin. Starting now, I will beg for Allah's forgiveness and refrain from ever disobeying Him again, and I will follow all of His words. I will not dress or behave in a way that would displease Him." And just like that, Layla left at the first stop the train made, long before the lying man came back. The brothers walked her to the other train that would take her home. She spent her way back thanking Allah for saving her in the right moment and praying for parents' guidance and their attention to her, to keep her away from sin, as she had nearly fallen prey to one of many wolves in sheep's clothing who prey upon the innocent and the ignorant.
أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر إن قرآن الفجر كان مشهودا ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء ورحمة للمؤمنين ولا يزيد الظالمين إلا خسارا.